Oh boy. Do you have another extension cord by any chance? I just realized I might need to use it too. Thank you. Power it up.
Thank you so much, Kate, for your patience.
Oh my gosh, no, I'm excited to do it. I have the online people waiting and the in real life people waiting, so have to follow a schedule.
Nice. And like, so you're training your light.
Hi, everybody. We'll be starting in just a sec. We have live musicians in the garden today, so that's a special treat. Snap, snap, snap. All right, beauties. Let's get started. All right, so folks in the Zoom, folks in the garden, folks celebrating Burning Man. We are doing a special practice for Burning Man right now. Yeah, it's still on. It's just a slightly different format. So I would like to channel the energy of Shiva, right? Shiva is like the great remodeler, if you will. And boy, aren't we doing some major remodeling right now, like of our whole life construct. So let's channel that for a moment with the left hand creating like the base and the right hand over the top with the thumb up. So this is known as the Shiva Linga Mudra. And the Shiva Linga Mudra helps to balance the masculine and feminine energies in your bodies. Can you hear me okay? I can't say thumbs up because y'all have your thumbs up, but there you go. Okay, great. So
you're very soft.
start to breathe in and out through your nose, folks. This mudra is known as the energy charger, so it can help to lift and elevate your energy levels, as well as balance those charges in your body. So you can visualize brightening from within. As you apply a little Ujjayi pranayama with a soft whispering sound through the back of the throat. Bring your attention to the third eye. This is the realm of Shiva, the intuition, the Satguru, the teacher within. the wisdom within. We're going to breathe it in for Om, inhaling through the nose. And you can change the crossing of your legs, loves. Yeah. And then reach your right hand out, straight out in front of your third eye. Inhale, and then switch. Reach your left hand out. And your right hand and your left hand. So it's simple. Inhaling, exhaling. So the arms swing back in this rhythmic fashion as you move with the breath. And the elbows travel behind you. Feel some energy building in your core as you slightly twist from right to left. Reaching your hands out in front of you to where your third eye gaze is opening outwards and remodeling our vision of the future. Go a little bit longer. Feel that energy build within you, brightening, clarifying your vision, right? Like you're on a journey here. And then bring your hands back to that gesture we started with. Hold the breath in at the top. On your exhale, bring your hands behind you, your feet in front of you. You can lift your hips up high for an altar pose, right? Offer it up there. Empty it out. When you lower down, you're going to take your feet a little wide. Yeah, a little wider than normal. And start to move your hands forward. And then just start to sway side to side. So real close to the ground, like, yeah. Getting into your hips. You can shift from one foot to the other. Start to send your knees down toward the ground. So you're warming up the feet, the ankles, the knees, the hips, exactly. Super. Lean into your left side. Inhale your right arm up. So you're turning your chest to the right. Lower your right hand down. Lean into your right foot. Lift your left arm up. Gorgeous. Yeah. Lower on down. Take it over to the other side. Breathing in. Right arm lifts. Release it down. Left arm lifts. Then take your hands down to the mat and then start to work your way backwards into downward dog. So as you pedal out, you might even make a subtle little figure 8 shape, swirling around in the sign and symbol of infinity. And then see if you can go the other direction. Figure 8 the other way if you're able. Nice. And then dig your heels down deeply if you can. Inhale your way out to plank pose, everybody. And then from here, sort of the same thing. See if you can pedal out in your plank, shifting your weight from hand to hand. So lifting the palm of one hand and then the palm of the other. Yeah, tenting the fingers, almost like you're scratching the ground. Yeah, and notice that shift from within the belly. As you lift from one side of the abdominals, then the other. So you're really connecting deep into your center here. Awesome. Lower your knees, chest, and chin. Ashtanga Namaskar. Feel your throat stretch as you reach your chin forward. Now slither through a cobra, breathing in. Press back to child's pose. Inhale up to all fours. Downward facing, breathing out. Stretch your right leg to the sky, inhaling. Step your right foot to the top of the mat on your exhale. Lower your left knee down. Super. Sweep your arms up, breathing in. You're gonna stick the right thumb up, thumbs up with the right hand, and pull it back down into the navel. And then pull the right elbow back and your left arm forward, breathing in. So it's opposite arm and leg, gives it a little twist, gives it a little balance. Really flex your muscles through the arms, the shoulders, the upper back. Nice. Aim high up at your left thumb. And then take your left hand down, folks. You're gonna take your right hand to your hip, drag your right hip back. You can tent your left fingers here or even put your hand on a block if you can't reach the ground. And then reach your right arm behind you. Try to keep the ball, the right foot, planted on the earth as you open up your chest to the right side. And then circle your right arm overhead and down to the mat. Flex your right foot. Take a moment to melt in to a half split for Ardha Hanumanasana. Yes, everybody. Climb into your lunge. Tuck the left toes at the back of the mat. Inhale, lift your left knee. Step it on back, downward facing dog, breathing out. Roll out to plank pose with your inhale. Ashtanga Namaskar, knees, chest, chin, exhaling. Slide through to cobra. Child's pose, back over the knees, pull in through the navel and get heavy through the hips. Inhale up to all fours, lift the head, lift the tail. Downward facing dog, send your hips high. Reach the left leg long and circle the left foot one way, then the other. Step your left foot forward to the top of the mat. Lower the right knee down. Arms circle up, breathing in. Crescent moon pose. Now the left thumb's gonna point up as you slide that gesture right in front of the navel. Shiva Linga Mudra. Pull the left elbow back and the right arm forward. Yeah. And then find a little more twist in the belly there. Reaching high through the right fingers. Right fingertips lower down. Tent them onto the mat. Use your left hand to drag your left hip back. Turn the left toes in. Inhale the left arm up and twist from the belly. Yeah. Try to feel the shoulder blades slide together a little closer behind the heart to give it some more support to open wider through the front. Now circle the left arm overhead, take it down, flex through the left foot and fold in. See if you can relax your teeth, your tongue, your jaw. And then move your way into your lunge. Tuck the right toes, lift the right knee, breathing in. Step it back to downward facing, breathing out. Plank pose, inhale. Lower down, knees, chest, chin, exhale. Upward facing, see if you can point the feet and rise up off the mat. And then go back over your toes for your downward facing. Right leg up, breathing in. Step it forward to the top, breathing out. Arms up, inhaling. Right thumb points up as you pull it down in front of the navel, exhaling. Pull your right elbow back, left arm up, inhale, there's a twist. Take your left hand down, pull the right hip back, and circle the right arm behind you. All the way overhead and fold. Lunge forward, breathing in, lift your left knee. You're gonna bring your left knee to your nose at the top of the mat, breathing out. So it's a perch pose, yeah. Put your left foot down, folks. Inhale, circle the arms high. Exhale, bring the right thumb up right in front of your navel. This is a little funky. You're gonna bend through the knees. Twist to the right, lift your right leg up. And then just practice juggling imaginary fireballs over your head. Yes, this is dancing Shiva, right? Shiva stepping on the ego, stamping out the ego. From here, take your right foot to the back of the mat, the right hand down. Twist left, breathing in. Magical. Downward facing, breathing out. Plank pose, breathing in. Lower halfway for chaturanga. Upward facing, roll the chest open, point the feet, lift the thighs. And downward facing, breathing out, right back over your toes. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, step it forward to the top. Back knee down. Arms circle up, inhaling. Left thumb's gonna point up as you bring the hands down in front of the navel. Slide your left elbow back, inhale, twist as you gaze up toward your right thumb. Right fingertips down, lengthen the left leg and twist open to the left side. Take a fold, Ardha Hanumanasana, deep bow. Lunge forward, tuck the right toes, lift the right knee, inhale. Perch pose at the top of the right knee into the nose. Put your right foot down next to your left. Inhale the arms up. So it's the left thumb pointing up as you bring your hands down. Bend through the knees, start to twist to the left, lift your left leg, and then juggle those fireballs. So when you see figurines of Shiva, right, he is often pictured like this in a ring of fire with forearms, of course, and he's stepping on this little dwarf that symbolizes the ego. But you could stamp out anything you like. You could stamp out racism. You could stamp out white supremacism. You could stamp out inequality. You could stamp out the disregard for the environment. You could stamp out 45. Who knows? It's unlimited. Left hand down, left leg back. Take a twist, breathing in. Downward facing dog, breathing out. Roll out to plank pose. Chaturanga, lower halfway. Urdhva Mukha. Upward facing, back to Adho Mukha, downward facing. Let's try it again, right leg up, breathing in, step it forward. Arms up, inhaling, right thumb down, exhaling. Inhale, twist. This time when you exhale, take your left hand down, pick up your left knee for this twist. So it's more like a revolved triangle. And then right hand overhead, flex through the right foot. The back knee is lifted here. Yes. Lunge forward, inhaling. Perch pose, left knee to the nose, exhaling. Left foot down. Breathing in, take it up. Nice, Phil. Right thumb points up. Bend the knees, twist to the right. So the right leg is lifted. You're turning toward the right leg. Right hand down, right foot back. Inhale, twisted lunge. So there's that moment where you're almost free falling, right? Three-legged chaturanga, question mark. Upward facing, inhale. Back over the toes for your downward facing. And take a full breath in and empty it out. Inhale, take the left leg up. Step it forward, breathing out. Back knee down, arms up, inhaling. Left thumb points up, exhaling. Pull it back, breathing in. So find the oppositional reaching here. Right fingertips down, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee and twist to the left. Oh, hey. Circle the left arm overhead, flex through the left foot. Fold into the left leg. Lunge forward, breathing in. Right knee to the nose, perch. Put your right foot down. Inhale your arms up. Left thumb points up. Bend through the knees. Twist left, lift your left leg. Dancing Shiva. So find it right in the hub of the navel there. And then you're gonna step your left foot back, left hand to the mat. Feel this turning of the wheel, this transformative shift from the third chakra there. Right hand down, right leg back, three-legged chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha. Back over the toes to Adho Mukha. And take a full breath in. Empty it out. Bend through the knees. Inhale, gaze forward. Step or float to the top. Exhaling. Lift to a flat back and fold into your legs. Come on up to stand, breathing in. You can take your right thumb up. Twist right. Breathing out. Lifting the right leg. Inhale to chair pose. Yeah. Twist left, breathing out. So let's just dance it back and forth a few times. Chair pose, inhale. So it's easier with the soft knees, right? Twist right, lift your right leg. Inhale, chair pose. Twist left. Right from the navel center. Awesome. Chair pose, breathing in. Dive forward, breathing out. Uttanasana. Inhale to a flat back. Step or float your way back through chaturanga. It's all happening. Getting those transformative juices flowing. Right leg up, breathing in. Step it through to the top. You can turn your back heel down. So we'll come up to warrior one, but in the same way we were working with crescent moon. So hands up, bring your right thumb up as you exhale the hands back down. Yeah. And then pull the right elbow back. Inhale, start to straighten your right leg, flex through the foot. So you lift your gaze, dig into the right heel. Like an archer there, you're pulling the right elbow back. Now pivot on the right toes. Warrior two to the back, but keep your right elbow bent. Yeah, focus over your left fingertips. Yeah, like an archer, there you are. Good, peaceful warrior. Feels like an archer, fantastic. Good, now turn your left toes in slightly, your right toes out. Right arm goes under your left, come through the middle, temple pose. Yeah, so turn both feet out. Your right arm's under your left, sway side to side. Keep your shoulders over your hips. Start to rock it back and forth, folks, yeah. Moving right to left. And you're gonna shift your focus back to the top of the mat. Inhale, spiral the arms open. All right, you can throw some fireballs in the air, peaceful warrior. Cartwheel the hands down, chaturanga, maybe the right leg flies up. Maybe skip the chaturanga altogether. So modifying the practice always for your needs today. Left leg high, breathing in. Step it forward, breathing out. Back heel down, arms up, inhaling. Left thumb up, exhaling. Yeah, pull it back with the left elbow. Inhaling, start to straighten your left leg. Flex the foot, archer's pose. Take your aim. And then pivot your left toes in. Your right toes out. Keep your left elbow bent as you sink your right knee over your right ankle. Warrior two to the back of the mat with archer's arms. Inhale, peaceful archer. The right toes are going to turn in slightly. Left toes turn out. Left arm under the right, temple pose. And then shift it side to side. Try to get nice and fluid as you move from the right to the left. It's also known as Kali Ma, sort of like the female energy of Shiva. Shift to the front of the mat for your peaceful warrior. Let the arms spiral open, breathing in. Cartwheel the hands down and move on through. Right leg high, breathing in. Step it through, breathing out. Back heel down, Virabhadrasana 1, inhaling. Right thumb points up as it comes down into the navel, exhaling. Pull the right elbow back and lift up, digging into your right heel. Turn the right toes in, turn the left toes out, warrior two with archer's arms at the back. Yes. Inhale into your peaceful archer. Good, turn your left toes in, turn your right toes out, right arm under the left. Here's your Kali Ma, right through the middle. Yes. Peaceful back to the front, inhaling. Awesome. Take your forearm to your thigh, extended side angle. You can glance up underneath your left bicep, get nice and long through the left side. Yeah, if you're feeling open and warm, go ahead and bring your right hand down to your ankle and drop in a little deeper. You can also stay up on your forearm. Try to stack the knee over the ankle. Awaken the inner thighs, awaken the pelvic floor, lift the navel in and up to the heart, and rotate your ribs toward the left. Yes. Good. From here, sweep your left arm down across your face, everybody. Inhale, triangle pose. So your hand can slide up the shin if it needs to, or down the shin if your forearm was up on your thigh. Spray the toes through the right foot a little wider, so there's some energy there. And then take it back through peaceful warrior on your inhale. You can add archer's arms. Great. Cartwheel the hands down. We're gonna come into side plank. So shift onto your left hand, picking up your right foot. Step your right foot behind you. See if you can lift onto the ball of the foot and arc the chest open there. Great. When you come around, you might go through chaturanga, you might go through downward dog, you might go through child's pose if you need to rest. Always moving with the breath. So if we run out of breath, maybe it's time to take a rest, right? And slow it on down. Awesome. So let's set up for the second side. You can inhale the left leg up. Step it through to the top. Back heel down. Take your arms high. Left thumb points up as you bring it down. Now pull the left elbow back. Inhale, roll it open. Flex your left foot. Pivot to the right. Warrior two with archer's arms at the back. Inhale to your peaceful archer. Good. Right toes turn in, left toes turn out. Left arm under the right. Kali Ma through the middle. Back through peaceful at the front of the mat. Here we go. Extended side angle. You can start up on the forearm. You can choose to stay there, or you can go a little deeper. Big full breaths in and out, folks. Now sweep your right arm down. Inhale, triangle pose as you lengthen through the left leg. Make your way back into your peaceful warrior with archer's arms, aiming high. Cartwheel the hands down. Pivot your toes to the left, side plank. So you're balancing on the right hand and right foot. Take your left foot back. Lift onto the ball of the foot, arc open through the heart. And then wrap it up in your own way, either moving through a vinyasa or resting. We'll meet back in downward dog. You can fill it up and pour it out there. Bend through the knees with an inhale, gaze forward. Step or float to the top of the mat, breathing down. And inhale to a flat back. Empty into your legs. Come up through your chair pose, breathing in. Your left thumb's gonna point up, lift your left leg, then twist left. Yeah, so here's our dancing Shiva. Find the balance there, right in the belly. Yeah, so the right leg, your standing leg is soft kneed, so you can kind of work with the wobbles. Work with the wobbles. Yeah, exactly. Dance with it. Okay, now your right fingertips are going to drop down. Swing your left leg back, and then try to expand and extend through the arms and legs into your half moon. Hooray. Super. If you feel inspired, bend through the left knee, catch your left foot, Shavasana. Big breaths. Nice balance there. We'll take it back, peaceful warrior with archer's arms. So like that spiral, inhale, take your left elbow back. Yes, and focus over your right thumb. Fierce. Okay, extended side angle, we're gonna try a bind here. Might be a half bind. So we're just dipping in a little deeper. Bring your hips forward, roll your shoulders back. Now keep lifted off your right thigh. Yes. So there's a tendency to want to collapse here in a lot of ways, right? Metaphorically speaking, keep lifting. Stay strong, people. Don't give up, okay? Now you're going to crawl underneath your right leg. Whew. So you're literally going under the right leg. The back heel has to lift. Widen your right foot a little bit to give you some more room. Now put your left knee down. Yeah. And then just sway and rock forward and back here. Just check it in. And to go even deeper, come onto your elbows if you can. I know. You might even rest your elbow on a block. See if you can bring your hands around your right foot. Drop your head and gaze back toward your left heel. Take a few breaths there. As you hug the right hip back, draw the navel in, and relax your expression. All right, start to wander your way up. Stay under your right leg if you can. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee, and then send your arms out like little wings. You can even wrap your hands behind your back for a breath. Check it in. That's exciting. Good. Hands down. Swing your right foot back up towards your right hip. So your right knee is pressed up against your arm. Just check that in. Okay. Now inhale your right leg up, downward dog splits. Thank goddess. If you want it, swing your right leg back over the top of the right arm. Shift forward, Kundanyasana, floating the left leg up behind you. Yes. Great, you can move through a vinyasa. You can meet in child's pose. We'll take a moment there. Evening out the breath. So finding that inner lift so that we can fly. The inner lightness of being that helps us pull out of dark headspaces, right, or of low energy states. Come on up to all fours. Downward facing dog. Soften the knees, breathing in. Step or float to the top, breathing down. Inhale to a flat back. Fold into your legs. Gather it up, Utkatasana. Right thumb points up, twist to the right, pick up your right leg, find your dancing chuba. Now your left hand is moving forward as your right leg moves back. I'm starting with that bent knee so that it's non-violent as I transition into half moon. You can reach back with the right hand for the right foot if you did on the other side. Keep it breathing. We're going to step it back gracefully into our peaceful archer. And then extended side angle with a half bind or a full bind. Draw the left ribs forward and lift them off the left thigh as you peel your right shoulder back. Yeah, take a few breaths here. Building up that inner strength and inner resolve to keep going, to keep shifting, to keep growing. You're going to climb underneath your left leg. So dip your left shoulder behind the leg if you can. Tuck your right toes, widen your left foot a little bit more to the left to give yourself space to bring your right knee down. You can shift your hips back a little bit. Yeah. You can rock forward and back just to find a little more ease. Holy hips. Right. See if you can bring your hands around your left foot. Maybe come down onto your elbows and gaze backwards. A big loving breath into the outer left hip. You can tent the fingers to the outside of the mat. Tuck the right toes, lift the right knee. See if you can reach your hands out. Find the balance. Maybe even a bind here. So it's a massive lift through the low belly and Mula Bandha, the pelvic floor. And take your hands down to the mat. My left hand is just behind my left heel here. Now I'm going to swing my left heel around and up toward my left sitting bone. Inhale, left leg high, downward dog splits. So this is going to allow for a little more momentum if you want it to swing your left leg forward, Kundanyasana. We can meet in child's pose. Reach your hands behind your back, everybody. Roll up to the crown of your head here. Stretch the arms up toward the front of the mat or your practice space. And then tuck your toes underneath you here. Engage the legs. Inhale, lift your chest up. So it's almost like you're going into camel pose. That's sort of the vibe. Yeah, good. And let the arms swing all the way up here. Voila. Good. Sweep the hands back down to all fours and downward facing dog. Right leg to the sky. Step it through, breathing now. Back heel down, warrior one. Right thumb points up as the hands lower to the navel. Pull the right elbow back, flex through the right foot, breathing in. Now we're going to follow the gaze forward as you shift back onto your right foot. Spin your left heel up. Hey, good. And then push off, revolved Ardha Chandrasana. Remember our dancing Shiva. Can we rise up into it from this twist? So bend the right knee a little bit. Start to lift your left hand and see if you can pull the left knee in as you come up to twist. Soft knees, twisting left. Yeah, so find the spiral here. I know it's a tricky balance. Such is life, right? Okay, swing the left arm back overhead, your left leg back. See if you can return to your revolved Ardha Chandrasana. So we're literally revolving around our navel center. Inhale, back up, twisted Shiva there to the left. Woo. So the knees are soft, the navel is strong. And then see if you can go back into your revolved Ardha Chandrasana for the last time. This time maybe catching the foot in your hand. Rotating the right shoulder back. And we're gonna lower into seated spinal twist. Take your left shin down. Yeah. Catch the outer edge of the right foot right away. Yeah. Seated spinal twist with a catch. So the right leg's reaching up in front of you. You can tent the right fingers behind you and rock around on the sitting bones, through the piriformis, through the glutes. And we're going to try a more friendly variation of Crown Chasana or Pink Heron pose. So from here, if you can, cross your right hand over your left hand. Yeah. So you grab the opposite edge of the foot. Now lift your chest. That's right, Johnny. Lift the chest. Ooh, and try to lean back. If it's too much, you can uncross your wrists. You can also use a strap or catch your hands around the calf. If you're able, try to bring the leg a little closer to meet you and lift your heart a little higher. And he's getting some sun there in the garden. Good. Okay, this is one of my favorite balancing poses, folks. It's tricky. And I like it. Put your left foot flat on the floor. Yeah. Try to snuggle the left heel as close into your left sitting bone as you can. Now shift your right leg forward. Okay, you're going to try to pick up your hips and balance. A Marichyasana variation. Yeah, so it's all about that sort of triangulation of these 3 points, your right heel, your tailbone, and the crown of your head. Yes. Good. All right, forget it. Cross your legs. Rock through. If you want a vinyasa, you're welcome to take it. We'll meet back in downward dog. Full breath in. Empty it out. Now reach your left leg high with the breath in. Step it forward, breathing out. Back heel down, Virabhadrasana 1. Inhale. Left thumb points up as you bring it on down. Pull the left elbow back. Flex your left foot, breathing in. So this gives you sort of the breath of space to then move forward. Spin the right heel up. Push off the ball of the right foot. Keep twisting left. Revolved Ardha Chandrasana. Yeah. Half moon pose. Now start to bend through the left knee so that you can shift your weight back. Lift your right hand. Bring your right knee in. Sweep your right arm overhead. Twist right. Stamp out the ignorance, if you will. Now right leg goes back, right hand overhead. Revolved Ardha Chandrasana. So starting with the soft knees to keep it nice and safe. Let's try to rise up again. Breathing in, bending through the knees. Find a nice strong connection to the earth there. And then breathing out, come back over the top into your revolved Ardha Chandrasana. See if you can catch the foot in your hand. Roll the left shoulder back. Take it a little further. And then we'll start to cross the right shin behind the left leg. Come down slow with control. Your right hand's gonna come to the outer edge of the left foot, left hand behind you. So it's really the same shape, you're just closer to the ground. A little more grounded about it. And then you're gonna circle the left arm up. See if you can cross the wrists or grab your strap and then start to lift up higher into it. So merging the heart opening with the forward bend as best you can here. Now see if you can place the right foot on the mat just in front of your right hip. Shift your left leg forward like a scale. You have to tip forward to lift. Yeah. See if the shoulder blades can snuggle together a little closer on the back body there. If you need to give yourself a little push with your fingertips, go for it. And then lower down, cross your legs. One more vinyasa if you want it. Breathing in and breathing out. I'm going to wrap it up with Shiva Natarajasana, also known as dancer's pose. Bend through the knees, gaze forward, step or float to the top. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold into your legs. Chair pose, breathing in. Pull your hands to the Shiva Linga Mudra, breathing out. Feel that energy there in the navel center. Nice and fiery. You're gonna take your left hand back for your left foot. See about taking your hand to the inside of the ankle today. You'll get a lot more of an opening through the left shoulder. Take your right arm high. So you're steering the left hip forward. Lift the navel in and up. Take another breath in. And then tip it forward on the breath out. Shiva Natarajasana. So this is Shiva as the keeper of time, the cosmic dancer. When you step back, think a shorter stance. Swing the left arm forward, pull the right elbow back. You can widen your right foot slightly. So it's like a pyramid stance. The right elbow pulling back will help you to reach forward and lower slowly into revolved triangle here. Left hand to the right foot, right arm up. Level off the sacrum. Stack the right shoulder over the left. Stretch the spine long in both directions. One more breath in. And empty into your forward fold, pyramid pose, breathing out. Yes, yogis. And shift into standing splits. Maybe take a balance with your hands around your ankles. If you want an extra challenge, interlace your hands behind your back and reach them overhead into extension. And you can release your left foot down. Oopsies. Inhale up to a flat back. Exhale, fold into your legs. Chair pose, breathing in. Gather it up. The right thumb's going to point up, breathing out. Stand in your Tadasana for a moment here. Second side. Bending through the right knee, reach your right hand back for your foot. You can take the inside of the foot today just for fun. Roll the right shoulder back. Inhale the left arm up. So it might take a little more energy to help square the hips to the front. A little more consciousness. Lift the frontal hip points. And then with an exhale, tip it into your Shiva. Great remodeler. You can step it back, switch your arms. So slightly shorter stance, left elbow pulls back. You can widen your left foot slightly. Lift your gaze, you might flex your left foot here. And then reach out, stretch long into your revolved triangle. Right hand to the left foot or ankle. Now it's really easy to let one hip sort of collapse here and the other one overdo the lifting. See if you can shift them into balance to create a nice flat surface across the sacrum. So you can balance a mic or two. Reach up a little higher with the left arm. You might even look up towards your left hand with your left eye. And then folding into your pyramid. A deep bow. Shifting with the soft knee to start standing splits. Hands to the ankle or hands behind your back. Release your hands, release your right foot down. Inhale to a flat back. Step or float your way back through your vinyasa. Child's pose, por favor. Set your knees down, rest your hips toward your heels. We're going to work our way onto the crown of our heads, rolling from the third eye onto the crown. So moving from your sixth to your seventh chakra here. For today, plant your hands on the mat right back under the elbows. So if you look back at your knees, your wrists can be just on the outside of the knees. Hug the elbows in so you create parallel lines between the forearms and the thigh bones. Press down actively through your hands, spread your fingers, tuck your toes, lift your knees up. Make sure you're on the crown of the head, folks. Walk your feet in just slightly to get your hips over your shoulders. Now, I realize we're all in different places. Always bring your left knee up onto the back of the arm if you can. Let's try to come together here. Hug the elbows in so they stay stacked over the wrist. Now see if you can bring your right knee up onto the back of the right arm. Maybe the toes point upwards toward the sky, almost like an inverted crow pose. If you're comfortable here, now try taking your left leg straight up. Keep your elbows hugging in. If you're stable, now add your right leg. So it's tripod headstand. If your legs aren't coming up today, no worries. We're all gonna meet in crow pose. Oh no, she didn't. So bring your knees down to the backs of the arms, slow and with control. Oops, I knew that was gonna happen. See if you can rock your hips back and lift your head. Bakasana, crow pose. And then lower down and relax when you need to. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that happened. Or maybe it sort of happened. It's in process, right? Okay, from here on your shins, folks. Circle the wrists around one direction. and then the other. We're going to take a full camel pose now to open it back up. So from here, you can tuck your toes, lift your hips, breathing in. Hold the mudra in front of the navel, roll the chest open. Some of you might bring your hands to the back of the sacrum for support. Some of you might take your hands to the heels. So camel pose. Crack open the heart here, stacking the hips over the knees. Keep the thighs spiraling in. Breathing in and out. And bring your hands back up to your heart. Untuck your toes, lower your hips. Slide your hands to your knees, pull the navel to the spine so you can come back into center. Awesome. Come out to all fours, breathing in. Downward dog, breathing out. Take your right foot high. Bend the right knee, roll the hip open. Take your right foot to the outside of your left hand. Yeah, there you go. Let's try fawn triangle for a breath. Spin open. And then right into pigeon pose from here. Left hand down, scrape the right shin across the mat right behind your wrist. You can back it up a little bit. Some of you might be back bending. We were definitely doing a lot of that in the flow. Or you can come right down into a forward bend. Crossing the arms, resting the head, softening up. And come on up slow like. Yeah. Good. All right, we're gonna try something special. Bear with me, folks. You're gonna lean to your right hip and look back at your left knee. Okay, bend your left leg and try to bring your heel in, right underneath you. So it's like a half hero's pose type feeling. Okay, this is tricky. Now try to straighten your right leg out. Special feeling. Okay, take your right forearm down and your left arm overhead. There's another variation here that you might feel inclined to try. The right hand literally goes under your left leg and catches your ankle. Then the left arm goes overhead. So this is Parivrtta Kranchasana, revolved pink heron. Try to open up the angle of the legs as much as you can. So the left knee actually points toward the back of the mat. Ooh. Now see if you can turn your chest upwards. Nice, Rachel. Good. Bring your right ribs forward and your left ribs back. So you're spiraling out through the crown of the head and back through the tail. Beautiful. I love this pose. That's a gorgeous space maker for the organs, right? Now you can come on up sweetly. Whew. Trip out a little bit. Take your left hand around your ankle. Move your left leg forward. Shake your legs out. Dandasana, staff pose, just to pull it together. So flex the feet, strengthen the legs. Try to lift your booty up as you reach into your hands. Good. And then release, cross your legs. Press back, downward dog. Go right over to the left side, left leg high. Bend the left knee, roll the hip open. Take your left foot to the outside of your right hand. Skate it across the mat. Spin the right heel down, fallen triangle. Splash, open and up. And then pigeon pose, right hand down. Drag the left knee behind the left wrist. Hug the left sitting bone back as you wrap the right hip point forward. Some of you were back bending, some of you went straight into the forward bends. If you've got a knee issue and you need to recline in this shape, you're welcome to do that, of course. Let's all take a sacred pause here. You can add that Ujjayi pranayama, a little whispering sound through the back of the throat. That's soothing, nourishing, calming to the nervous system. Wander on up. Now lean into the left hip, folks. Bend through the right knee. Look back at your right foot. If you need to turn the leg around and bring your right foot to the inside, you can. Extend your left leg out. This could be a tricky pose if you've got a knee issue for sure. So propping the hips up might help as well. Or just rotating the leg into external rotation. Left forearm down. Sweep the right arm overhead. Or going for the full expression with the left hand underneath the right leg, catching the ankle. And keep revolving, keep shape shifting. Revolve and evolve. Take another big breath into the right waist, deep into that space between your right ribs and your right hip. And come on up with an inhale. Ooh. Take your right hand around your right ankle. Slide your right leg forward. Yeah, I know. Big feelings, that one. One more Dandasana. So staff pose, right? Leaning into the staff of the guru for guidance. And then we'll come straight forward into Paschimottanasana here. Seated forward fold, closing it down, turning inward, coming into a nice neutral place here. Eyes can spin in and up to the third eye. See if you can bow in a little deeper for the last breath or two. There's this sweet surrendering here. Embracing your whole self, right? Including your shadow side. We'll lift off either in altar pose with the knees bent or Purvottanasana, upward facing plank with the legs straight. Try to crack the heart open one more time. Inhaling. And then we'll exhale into Shavasana. Go ahead and spread out through the arms and legs and lie back. Start to deepen your breath. Bring your attention to the brow point, the ajna, the point at which Shiva and Shakti merge, the transcendence of duality. Tapping into the power of vision. visualizing a new sustainable reality. One in which we're all entitled to live out our Dharma, live up to our greatest potential equally. You can start to stretch the arms overhead, take a big yawn with your bodies, your spirits. Curling over to your right side. We'll find our seats with the left hand pointing up, flat, right hand's thumb creates like the bottleneck there. And take the breath into the belly, feel it brighten as you inhale. Stoke the Agni, the fire in the belly. Bolstering up our determination, inner strength, inner resolve, confidence, power to manifest. Power to ask for what we need. And fight for others' needs. We'll finish with one big Om, breathing in. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Kenna Sounds. That was fabulous. I hope you could all hear them in the Zoom room. Yes. That was so beautiful to have live music again. Hooray. Yeah. Happy day, everybody. Well, not all. Hi, folks. I think I should be on day 5. Yeah. Hi, could you all hear the music?